Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a trade recap. I'm going to be sharing with y'all some of the trades, well, actually, all of the trades that I took today. I'm going to be sharing with y'all exactly why I took these trades, just to help out some of y'all who may be getting started in the stock market. Alright, y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, alright? So let's begin right off the bat. So the trade that I took was actually for today, but it was taken on Friday at the close, alright? And that was on JD. And the reason why I took a trade on JD was for a very simple reason, and very powerful reason. It's right here. If you look on the chart, there is this structure right there. It is a double bottom bull flag right here. Double bottom right here. Bull flag as it stretches and consolidates and as it breaks out. Now, the reason why I really like the other reason why, apart from just that, if you look really closely, there's some buyers right here holding the stock up, right? And this came after a large amount of volume the previous day. Was it a guarantee that it was going to spike over this weekend? Not really. It's very hard to determine, exactly when. The timing have to be right. Like if you're too early, then you have to be a little patient. Obviously you don't want to be too late, right? Because you just miss the move. But if you're on time, then things are gonna turn out like that, where all you have to do is just collect your money in the morning. So here's what we did. If you go on the Discord, as you can see, this was on the 27th right here, 15 minutes before the market opened. I saw it, I liked it, the levels were mapped out on the chart, and we got in like 15 minutes before the market closed, with these calls right here. All right. The other reason why I liked JD was because a lot of the Chinese stocks that week, last week, a lot of them reported earnings. Baba reported earnings, did pretty well. JD also reported earnings and caused the stock to gap up. And then the last stock that also had earnings was PDD. All right, and PDD, it had a structure to it which justified the gap up, and the structure was right. It was right here. So that was on the, let's see. I saw this thing at 11 a.m. on Friday. All right, it gapped up. It was doing pretty well. The volume at the bottom was monstrous. So that was kind of an indication that a lot of the Chinese stocks were going to make a massive move, right? Now, if we go on to today, when I got out, I sold all of my calls on JD today, 5 minutes after the market opened. All right, and 5 minutes after the market open was right. Let's see here. It was right here. Like I saw the first 5 minute candle. I didn't like the buyers over here. So I immediately took my money out and left the stock alone. Now, could it go up higher? I think it definitely could. The market is still sort of kind of bullish. Like there's some money flowing in right now. Is it going to jump again overnight? Maybe, right? It could stall and then jump again later on this week. So it varies whether the right decision was to keep holding all the way up to the price target that I gave up. Was like, it was $60 for JD, maybe even $62. So we'll see. If it stalls, there might be an opportunity for tomorrow to take a day trade, maybe even a swing trade on it. So definitely look out for JD for tomorrow. So that is the first trade that we took. The second trade that we took was actually a day trade, not a very impressive one. It was on the SPY, and the reason why I took that trade on the SPY, it was because of this. If you look on the structure, It was looking decent, consolidating. It formed a bullish triangle that broke out. I was slightly late on there. I wanted to get a better deal on the contracts, but those contracts were moving really quickly. In between those two candles right there, I got filled at like 2.8, 2.88 actually for a day trade. And my intention was to hold it all the way up towards $418. It was kind of choppy, kind of very annoying too. As you can see right here, like we got in and then it went up and then it dropped again and it just kept consolidating and it was just very annoying. And I ended up getting rid of it, rid of my calls for that trade at exactly noon. Actually, I sold my SPY calls at exactly noon. Again, that was right over here. All right. Eventually, later on, it started to like, it went up a little bit higher, and tomorrow is probably gonna go higher again, but it really doesn't matter. If it shows another opportunity on it, I will take a day trade on it. All right. And this is pretty much how we did on that one. All right, so this is how Friday started. So first off, we had JD, right? So people made some money on JD calls. Again, the contracts were up by like 200% on them. As you can see, somebody made that, and then somebody made $680 today on JD, holding those over the weekend. And some other people made some money on there, and then I ended up making $2,200 just on JD. And then later on with that SPY trade, I took this contracts again. This was at like 10:45 ish, and then I sold them at noon for a $500 profit on there. So yeah, that is pretty much the recap, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul Nguma, the PATTERNOLOGY LAB, on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll have some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after setting up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.